In this video, we see Daniel Dubois' game. This game was played in recently, in January 2024. So without wasting time, let's move. This is 3 minutes blitz game and the increment time is 1 second. So Daniel Dubois play with white pieces and the Pakleza play with black pieces. So Daniel Dubois starts with d4 and the black replies with d5. Bishop f4 accelerated London system. Knight f6 Indian game. e3 c5. Knight d2 knight c6. And now pressure is on d4. So Daniel Dubois continue with c3 and supports this d4 pawn. And you can see that this wall. So black continue with e6, knight f3, bishop d6, and black offers for bishop exchanges. So Dubois move his bishop on g3, and now if black take this bishop, then Dubois can take this bishop with h pawn, and the rook's line will open. But black first castles king side. Bishop b5, and now pressure is on knight, but black didn't want to lose his knight, so black save his knight on e7. So Dubois take his bishop on d3, knight f5, and you can see that black want to exchange his knight with Dubois' bishop. So Dubois first exchange his bishop with black's bishop. Bishop takes bishop, queen takes bishop, and Dubois castles king side. Queen b6, and now black create a pressure on b2. So Dubois continue with queen b1 and supports b2 pawn. And also you can see that Dubois bishop targets on king side. So black continue with knight e7, knight e5. So why Dubois move his knight on e5? So Dubois want to move his another knight on f3 and join his knight into attack. And also Dubois can move f4. So black continue with h6, f4, bishop d7, a4 to prevent bishop b5, and black continue with a6 to prevent bishop b5, king h1, and now you can see that Dubois want to attack on king side. So black continue with queen c7, g4, and you can see that Dubois next threat. Dubois want to open this g file for attack. So black move his knight on e8, g5, and black accept the g pawn. H takes g5, f takes g5. And now you can see that black can't move his knight on f6. And this h file is open. So Dubois can move his rook on f3 and bring his rook on h3 and create strong attack on king side. And black continue with knight c6. But that's a mistake. And now pause the video and think what is the next move of Daniel Dubois. If you think like Daniel Dubois, then find the next move of Daniel Dubois. If you find the move, congrats. So Daniel Dubois continue with bishop h7 and check. And you can see that king has only one move, king h8. So black has to move his king on h8, and black continue with king h8. And Daniel Dubois continue with rook takes f7. And after rook takes f7, black resigned. Reason for resign is next threat is rook takes rook and checkmate. You can see that king has no moves, and this bishop is supported by queen. And if black continue with rook g8, then Daniel Dubois can sacrifice his bishop and continue with knight g6 and check. And black has to take this bishop sacrifice. And after king takes bishop, knight f8 and check and double check. And you can see that black's king has only one move, king h8. And after king h8, queen h7 and the checkmate. Knight supports this queen h7 and the king has no options. And after rook takes f7, black can save his checkmate with knight d6 and supports this rook. But in this case, knight g6 comes and you can see that this g8 square is covered with bishop. So black has to take this bishop sacrifice and then knight takes rook and a double check. You can see that. And now king can't go to h8 because queen h7 is checkmate. And after knight takes rook, black can move his king on g8 and create pressure on both pieces. So Dubov can continue with rook takes bishop and create some pressure on queen. But black can't take this rook because knight supports this rook. If black continue with queen b6, then queen h7 check and king has only one option. King takes knight and the queen h8 is checkmate. So black can save his checkmate with queen takes rook. But in this case, black will lose his queen. So black has to resign in endgame. So after rook takes f7, black resigned. Can you imagine how hard this type of calculation? If you like the game, then please subscribe the channel for watch more this type of videos.